Umesh sir, should I start?
Hi Riya, Umesh Rathod here. You can proceed now.
Yes.
Okay, please.
Hello guys.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Hello, I'm Riya Singhania, Chartered Accountant. Today we are taking webinar on US accounting and compliances. So can you please switch on your cameras so it will be easy to interact. Please switch on. Ayushi, what you have pinned? Yes. Hello everybody.
Hello, Riya.
Yes. Indian accounting, you know the basic rule. What is accounting? Can you tell me anyone what is accounting? Yes, accounting is a basic concept which is linked to only a basic concept is accounting is a summarizing and classifying, recording the transaction, the financial transaction. If it does not measure in the value, because we can't measure in the value, we can't record in books. So it should have a particular value. So we can measure and value it and we can record in the books. So basically the US accounting is also same. US accounting is little bit same concept with some different rules. Okay. So US accounting is US accounting refers to the system of recording, classifying, summarizing, and reporting financial transactions of businesses and individual in the United States. So it is the basic, not different at all from Indian accounting. Some rules are different while recording the transactions, but basically the some rules are same. Some entries are same, and if we are following the tally in India, tally or tally prime, anything we are taking. So in US, we are taking Zoho, QuickBooks, and all. That's why there is little bit difference, but almost 80 to 90 things are same. In India, we are following IFRS, and in US accounting, we are following GAAP rules. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Ayushi, can you unpin that you have pinned so your screen is visible to everybody? I think you raised hand or something. No, no. Okay.
Is it fine now?
No, you have pinned the something. So it is that full screen is covered by you only. Okay, let it be. Okay, let it be. Now, so we have learned what is US accounting, and US accounting is not a little bit different from Indian accounting, but it is the same concept, same rules. We are following the golden rules in in Indian accounting, but they are not in golden rules. Here, all things are going through a logic and rules. Not we are following any particular golden rules of accounting for what comes in, what goes out, and nothing else. So now it is guided primarily by GAAP. So US accounting is guided by GAAP, as Indian accounting is guided by IFRS. So we have to follow rules from we have to take rules and standards, accounting standards. Whatever we are taking from GAAP rather than IFRS. Okay. Uh, See, the GAAP is a set of standardized rules and practice issued by FASB and enforced by Security Exchange Commission. Okay, we will learn this, what is FASB and what is SEC. GAPs are guided by FASB, means whatever the rules are in GAAP will come from FASB and SEC. Okay. See, the features of the GAAP is based on features, means what are the features of GAAP. The main rule of feature of means what the GAAP is provided to us, what GAAP is provided to us, that the accounting is based on accrual, not on the cash basis. Okay, in IFRS, we can follow both the method, accrual basis and cash basis, whatever the type of business it is. But in GAAP, we can follow only the accrual basis of accounting. Okay. Now the US accounting is done, US accounting part, and the basic concept of US accounting is over. Now we will shift to US. We will shift to fundamental of US accounting. Okay. Anybody have any idea on what is the fundamentals of US accounting? Please let me know. See, there are 4 fundamentals of US accounting. Why we are following the US accounting? First, it gives to introductions to accounting principles. Yes, the GAAP is give us to what are the fundamentals of US accounting and GAAP. So it gives introductions to accounting principles, means what are the principles we have to follow while doing accounting, US accounting. We have to consider all these things. So first one is giving introductions to accounting principles. See, what the fundamental of introduction to accounting principle is given by GAAP. So US accounting is based on generally accepted accounting principle. I have told that the US accounting is based on and guided by GAAP, means generally accepted accounting principles, which ensure consistency, transparency, comparability across companies. Means these 3 things are also the principles of Indian accounting also. We can do consistency. We have to follow the consistency, means in financial year 24-25, if you are following accrual basis, then in the next year you cannot shift to cash basis. You have to follow the accrual basis of accounting. And then transparency, all the things you have done, means you have followed a straight line method for depreciation, or you have followed cash basis or accrual basis, means not allowed in GAAP. You have to follow accrual basis only. And any method for cost accounting, whatever the method you have taken, you have to mention or report in your financial records, so it will be transparent to any investors or businessman. So it is a and comparability across companies means, see, if my company is following accrual basis and in the same business line, means I'm doing the business of stationery and other company is also doing the business of stationery, so I can compare easily with the other financial records. So I can know my position in my market, so it will be easy for comparability. So therefore, the first fundamental of US accounting and GAAP is US accounting is based on GAAP, which ensure consistency, transparency, and comparability across companies. This principle govern recognition, measurement, presentation, and disclosure in the financial statements. Yes.
Riya,
Yes.
may I say something?
Yes, sir.
Very good evening, guys. My name is Umesh Rathod, and I'm the founder of US Accounting Coach. Riya is she is a qualified chartered accountant, and actually we got so many questions and queries regarding like how the US accounting works. So in order to organize all the things and all the queries, we have organized this webinar where she is going to explain you what is GAAP, what are the accounting principles, and how we have to follow the accounting methods like accrual basis and a cash basis. And as she told you, the recent one, the three types of principles which you have to follow. So, guys, this is not just a one-way communication. You all are requested to kindly raise your questions or your queries, and you can do interaction with her, so she can guide you for your all the queries. Okay, and basically in the US, we follow the GAPs, General Accounting Acceptance Principles, and following that, we have to do like a deferred revenue, prepared accruals. We have to follow all these GAPs principles. Okay, so next to Ria, Ria is going to take care about the entire session, and
Yes.
you all guys are requested to please communicate with her for your queries rather than just being on a receiving end. Okay, thank you, Ria. Please carry on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. So first is the fundamental of US accounting. We have learned that first it gives to introduction to accounting principle. Second, it gives it gives the differentiation to us in the US accounting and international accounting practices, means what the US companies is following and what the other companies are following, means other countries companies are following. So US companies uses GAAP while most of other world follows IFRS. I have told that India is also following IFRS, but only the US is following GAAP. Differences including inventory valuation. What are the differences we will learn, means what are the difference in IFRS and what is the difference in GAAP. So we will learn that. And development cost and presentations formats is different in that. Measurement cost is different. So the second fundamental of US accounting is the differentiation between GAAP and IFRS, what the US accounting is following and what the other world is following. Okay, we have learned the two fundamentals. Then the third fundamental is accounting equations and double entry system. Double entry system, you know, if I have taken cash from somebody, so my balance sheet is affected by two accounts, not a single entry system. It is a two double entry system. My balance sheet will affect two double entry. This same concept is also in the Indian accounting also. So I will give an example to you. If I have purchased something like machinery, yes, I have taken machinery of rupees 15,000. Okay, so what will be the entry? Can anybody please tell me?
This is the purchase account, purchase of machinery to vendor.
Yes. If yes, purchase of machinery, basically machinery account, because it is our fixed asset. So we can write directly as a machinery account debit 15,000 to cash account. See, I have taken machinery and given cash. My two accounts are affected. Machinery to cash. Okay. So in gap also we have to follow double entry system. Yes, the foundation of accounting is asset is equals to liability plus equity. This also we know that balance sheet has two sides. One is equity and liability, and other is asset. So asset is equals to equity plus liability. Every transaction affect at least two accounts. Yes, we have know that, which keeps books balance. Okay. Financial statements have four primary statements. Can anybody tell me what are the four financial statements?
This is the balance sheet
Yes,
Balance sheet.
and cash flow statement
yes,
and profit and loss account.
yes, income statements basically.
Yes.
Ah.
Last one,
Statement
I
of
think,
change and equity.
Hmm?
Statement of change and equity.
Yes, equity statements. Yes, we have to gap has given us four primary statements: balance sheet, uh, which records all the assets, balance sheet, assets, equity, and liability. Whatever we have to see, any debt, any creditor, any loan and advances, we have to move to the balance sheet statement. Second is income statements. Whatever the profitability over the period, we can learn from that statement. Third is a cash flow statements, means inflow outflow categories into operating, investing, and finalizing. Means categorized into operating, means they have three statements in cash flow, means three things: operating income, revenue income, and financial investing income. You will basically will know this cash flow through accounting principle, accounting standards, which are provided by GAAP. So we will learn afterwards this cash flow. And this equity statement means the change in shareholder equity. Four statements we have to, and all together it is a financial statement. What we are submitting to the MCA site in India, and in US also, whatever the governance will MCA site what is following. We have to submit all these things in a particular financial reporting, and we have to do financial reporting and submit. Okay, now the fourth fundamental of US accounting is accrual basis. See, GAAP mandates accrual accounting, meaning revenue and expenses are recognized when earned or incurred, not when cash is received or paid. This better reflects true financial performance. Means see, um, I have made a sale, and I will record the sale. In 2024-25, I've made a sale, but I have not received a cash. So whenever I will receive cash, means in financial year 25-26, when I will receive cash. So I will record the transaction in that year, but in 24-25, my stock is less. So I will purchase this stock in cash. So my financial transactions does not give a true profitability statement. So whenever I have make a sale on credit basis also, means that is accrual basis, where what means afterwards I will receive the payment. So I have to create a debtor that I will receive the payment, means I made a sale, what will be the entry? So RAM account debit to sales account. Then afterwards, I will receive cash. Then I will credit the RAM and debit the cash. Means cash account debit to RAM account. Okay, but in cash accounting, we will make a sale in financial year 25-26. This is does not show a true profitability. So that's why we have to follow accrual basis of accounting for revenue recognition, and this better reflects the financial performance. 1 minute. Okay. See, now tell me the four fundamental of US accounting, what we have learned till now. Anybody? Tell me. देखो ये सेशन 5 to 8 रहेगा, तो आप बोर हो जाओगे कि अगर कंटिन्यूअसली मैं ही बोलूंगी तो प्लीज आप इंटरेक्ट कीजिए, तो आपको बोर कम होगा। आप बताइए अभी हमने क्या पढ़ा फिर, मतलब फंडामेंटल ऑफ यूएस अकाउंटिंग में।
We learn about the financial statement and like adjustment tree of accrual and
Yes,
part.
and we have learned the differences on US GAAP. Means the fundamentals will teaches us that US GAAP versus
Indian accounting.
in IFRS. Yes, and the first one was introduction to accounting principles. Means GAAP give us the introductions to accounting principles. Means what we have to follow for the better accounting rules. For the better accounting, what we have to follow is consistency, transparency, comparability. And see, for this principle governs recognition, measurement, presentation, and disclosure. Okay. This all four are somewhat related to IFRS. Okay. Now US GAAP framework means how the framework works. मतलब गैप जो फ्रेमवर्क है वो कैसे वर्क करता है, वो अभी हम देखते हैं।
So, ma'am, IS is the part of the IFRS.
No. It is both two are big accounting bodies. Means first is IFRS. This is a global accounting body, and GAAP is also a global accounting body. Whatever we have to follow, it's depend on us. So many countries are following IFRS, including India.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Now, history and role of GAAP. Why the GAAP has arrived. Okay. GAAP was developed to standardize financial reporting. The Financial Accounting Standard Board, FASB. So, whatever we have learned in the first introduction part, FASB is the main standard setter, while the Securities and Exchange Commission enforce compliances for public companies. Okay. C was developed to standardize financial reporting. GAAP was developed to standardize financial reporting. The Financial Accounting Standard Board is the main standard setter, while the Security and Exchange Commission enforce compliances for public companies. Okay. So, standard setting bodies are three bodies. What we have to learn first is FASB, Financial Accounting Standard Board. What is the Financial Standard Board? It's a rule maker of US accounting. It's a rule maker, means all the rules we have to follow in the US accounting comes from FASB. Okay. See, FASB works from IASB, International Accounting Standard Board, for global alignments. Means it have to align with one international body, International Accounting Standard Board, for better alignments with the global companies. Okay. So it is a rule maker of US accounting and GAAP, and it works with it's collab with the ISB, so it gives a better global alignments. Improve. See now what are the features of FASB? We have to learn the features. Means what the FASB works for GAAP. Okay. See, improve transparency and consistency in financial reporting. Means what is the definition of US accounting? It helps in the consistency and transparency. What the definition is, मतलब वो अपने को help कर रहा है. FASB वो definition को prove करने के लिए. तो improve transparency and consistency in financial reporting. Okay. Develop and issue new accounting standards. वो कुछ मतलब जो भी रहे वो अपने को न्यू इशू हो रहा है. हमें न्यू इशू हो रहे हैं. जो भी अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स न्यू इशू होते हैं या चेंजेस होते हैं अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स में या अमेंडमेंट्स आते हैं वो भी हमें FASB बताता है. गैप. देन यस FASB एक ठीक है वो नहीं मानना. See, the main output of FASB is accounting standard codification. Means whatever. See, in India we have Ind AS. Okay, Ind AS 1 for introductions to accounting. Ind AS 2 for inventory. Ind AS 3 for no, not 3. Ind AS 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 for cash flow statement. Ind AS 8 for revenue. For event occurring after the financial period. These are the Ind AS codifications. Ind AS 1, Ind AS. So the main output comes from is accounting standards and its accounting codification. Okay, इसमें आते हैं ASC 60 मतलब 600 601 ऐसे आते हैं. जैसे इन FASB ऐसे इशू करता है ASC और इसमें इंडिया में Ind AS आता है IFRS से. सो अभी तक आपको कुछ डाउट है तो आप बताइए, नहीं तो हम सेकेंड बॉडी पढ़ते हैं SEC. प्लीज ऐसे शांत मत रहिए. कोई भी डाउट रहा प्लीज मुझे मतलब बताइए. अभी भी नहीं. अगर आपको फर्दर ऑफ दिस वेबिनार ऑल्सो अगर डाउट है तो आप मुझे पर्सनली रीच आउट कीजिए.
Yeah, I have one doubt. I just want to know what is the major difference between Ind AS and the US GAAP, and what are the specific reason like for the company applying in the US for the US GAAP, and is there any major difference between US GAAP and Ind AS, or
Yes,
there is
there
a
are
more
major.
similarity?
Yes, there are major gap because in inventory, means I will give one example. First, see, we can follow in Ind AS, LIFO, FIFO, and any weighted average method. Every method we can follow in the US in Ind AS, but in the US GAAP we can follow. We have to follow only the FIFO method. LIFO method we cannot follow in the US GAAP. There are many. See, the name of the accounting standards are same, means like revenue recognition, inventory, cash flow statement, property, plant and equipments are same, financial instruments, leases are same, but the rules are somewhat different in the US GAAP. See, in India's we can follow cash basis or accrual basis, depends on our business. It is not necessary that we have to follow accrual basis, but in GAAP we have to follow only the accrual basis. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, got it.
There are not major differences. See, US GAAP and India's what we are telling, I think 60% is same. But US accounting is following US GAAP. It's there, yes. 60% is same. Now the second board is SEC, means Securities and Exchange Commission. See, it oversees the public companies, whatever the restrictions, whatever the rules, whatever the compliances of the public companies, it is taken by SEC. the public companies is seen by SEC. Okay. So what are the features of SEC? Yes. See, it is established under one more accounting body, SOX. Means it is a global accounting where all the accounting standards are, accounting bodies are going for the approval. So it is established by SOX. Means only I will run it. SOX 2002, Sarbanes-Oxley Act 2002 means whatever the accounting bodies are prepared, we have to we have to follow this act while preparing. Okay, so it is prepared in 2002.
Is it more towards auditing or it's more toward accounting?
More toward accounting.
Okay.
Yes. Now, overseas regulates auditors of public company to protect investors. The main features of SEC is to protect investors while guiding the auditor. Means, yes, auditors and accounting. Give how to do accounting and give rules to accountant also and auditor also. Okay. See, now the regulates public company, stock markets, and investor. Means whatever the related to public or in the market, it is seen by SEC. Means Security and Exchange Commission. Requires all the public company. It's given 3 rules, 3 forms we have to file while doing accounting. So it is annual return means ITR, and quarterly report we have to submit in 10Q, annual return we have to submit in 10K, and material every update matlab, which is material to our company. Means see, I have purchased one pencil in our company, it is not material to me. If fire is occurred in our company, that is material to me. Whatever the causes, whatever the insurance policy I have taken for that stock, or whatever the insurance I have taken for the building, I have to mention that is material to my business. Materialities depend on business to business. So we have to we have to give a report in 8K. 10K is annual return, 10Q is a quarterly return, and 8K is a materiality events occurred. So we have to report that. If any material events have not occurred, we have to not mention it or at all also.
What are the requirement for 3 different forms? Like, is there any specific requirement that we need to
Yes,
fill
see,
those?
see 10K annual return, we have every company have to follow the annual returns. Means file, sorry, every company have to file a return, public company, annually one time. Means that is 10 in 10K. Quarterly return also in 10Q. Means whatever the sales in 10K, you will receive a payment of tax. But in 10Q, where you will not receive, you have to only mention the financial transactions, whatever you have done, sales, purchase, and indirect expenses, direct expenses. Means we have to maintain, you have to submit financial statement quarterly. And in the annual return, we have to submit financial statements of whole year. That is a 10K and 10Q of quarterly. Okay. and 8K is a material, means if the material event has not occurred, it is not necessary at all. Okay, now the SEC provide guidelines for the public company, and AISPA provides ethical guidelines and auditing standards for private companies. See, AICPA is a national professional organization of SPAs in USA. Okay, it still issues statements of auditing standards for private companies, and it is a non-profit organization and it is not related to a topic, but it provides accounting standards and auditing standards and accounting standards for private companies. Okay. Examination develops and grades the uniform CPA examinations which all CPAs must pass. Means what you have to become a certified public accountant in USA. So you have to qualify one exam like a CPA. And it is a examination, so it is not a fruitful to our webinar. Yes. It published the codes of professional conduct to guide accountants. Okay. Whatever the rules, whatever the things you have to follow while doing accounting, whatever the transparency you have to maintain with the owner, and you means confidentiality, and whatever that you have to maintain, it is provided by AICPA. Okay. CPA presents गवर्नमेंट मतलब सीपीए को एक अथॉरिटी दी वाली है अमेरिका में, ये मतलब यूएसए में, कि वो कहीं भी जाके मतलब ओनर को या किसी को भी रिप्रेजेंट कर सकता है. जैसे इंडिया में ये जो है वो एडवोकेट और सीए को दी वाली है जाके, मतलब ये जो दो अथॉरिटी सीए को दी वाली है, सीए को और लॉयर को, वैसे ही वो अथॉरिटी वहाँ सीपीए को दी वाली है कि वहाँ कोई भी गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और रेगुलेशन के सामने अगर किसी को रिप्रेजेंट करना है तो वो सीपीए कर सकता है. Okay, now AICPA done. Then we will go through FCAOB. Means it provide a guidelines to the auditor of public companies. See, FCAOP means we have to register public accountant in audit firms. Means the register public accountants in auditing accounting firms and audit firms. Okay. Now inspect audit firms for compliance with accounting standard. See, FCAOB means oversees the ऑडिटर ऑफ पब्लिक कंपनी. जो ऑडिटर है पब्लिक कंपनी के वहां पर, उनके ऊपर कुछ रेस्ट्रिक्शंस, उनके ऊपर कुछ रूल्स बताए वाले कि उनको ऑडिट कैसे करना चाहिए. सो रजिस्टर पब्लिक अकाउंटिंग मीन्स फर्स्ट वी हैव टू रजिस्टर, inspect audit firms for compliance with auditing standards, sets auditing standards for public company, enforce disciplines against the auditor who break rules. मतलब जो भी रूल्स ब्रेक किए हैं उनके ऊपर उन्होंने रूल्स मतलब ये लगाए हुए हैं रेस्ट्रिक्शंस, और मतलब जो भी उनको फॉलो करना है रूल्स रेस्ट्रिक्शंस which is given by SEC and FA. मीन्स दो बॉडी हमको रूल्स देती है. FASB वो देती है अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स के रूल्स, और हमको SEC देती है ऑडिटिंग एंड अकाउंटिंग के रूल्स फॉर पब्लिक कंपनी, एंड SECPA जो देती है वो प्राइवेट कंपनीज के रूल. बाकी जो हमको PCOB देना है कि ऑडिटर कौन होगा वो कंपनी का, अगर वो अपॉइंटमेंट मतलब वो एलिजिबल नहीं है अपॉइंटमेंट के लिए तो उसे तुरंत रेजिग्नेशन दे देना पड़ेगा. और उसको डिसिप्लिन से चलना पड़ेगा। बेसिक रूल्स दिए हैं ऑडिटर के लिए जो हमें फॉलो करने पड़ेंगे। तो ये 4-5 अकाउंटिंग बॉडीज है जो गैप में चलती है, जैसे कि हमने फर्स्ट देखा FASB, फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड, मीन्स वो हमें अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स देती है। जैसे IFRS से हमको इंडेस मिला हुआ है, वैसे ही गैप में उधर से अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स आते हैं। फिर आता है SEC फॉर द पब्लिक कंपनीज, एंड FACPA मीन्स प्राइवेट कंपनीज, एंड अदर वन इज FPCAOB means for the auditor. What are the rules the auditor have to follow while doing auditing of the firms? These are the 4 accounting bodies, or accounting and auditing bodies we have to taken care of. Okay. Did you got this? Or any doubt? Yes, please let me know. अभी और मतलब आपको बैठना है, अगर आप लोग इंटरेक्ट नहीं करोगे आप बोर हो जाओगे। प्लीज इंटरेक्ट कीजिए।
Understanding, madam. You carry on.
Do you have any problem in Hindi?
Yeah, no problem. You can speak in Hindi, no problem.
Okay.
I can understand.
So, see, this is the framework of 4 bodies. Now, the conceptual framework, what is there, we will learn from 3 to 4 points. Okay. See, conceptual framework means provide the foundation for financial reporting. See, bodies are providing financial foundation of financial reporting. It defines objectives, elements, and principle of recognition and measurement. The body gives the recognition and measurement concepts for to accountants for auditing and accounting. Objectives of recording to provide useful information to investors, lenders, and regulator to support decision making. All we know that why we are doing accounting, and then why we are giving judgment, that is the financial statements gives true and fair view of financial statements, because all investors, lenders, and regulators need that for to support decision making. Means the financial statements helps them to take a decision making for the further development and for the investing. Qualitative characters are relevant, reliable, comparable, verifiable, timely, understandable information, and makes the financial reporting useful. Okay, so these are the conceptual framework why we are doing US accounting, objectives of US accounting. So these are what we have learned now till now: the US accounting, introduction to US accounting, fundamentals of US accounting and US accounting, and gap framework. The 4 bodies, and what are the objectives and why we are following. Means the qualitative characteristics is relevant, reliable. Means it is relevant because the certified public accountant is signing the financial statements. Means it is reliable. Relevant also. Comparable means I have given an example that same entity with the same business opportunity can compare their financial statements and can give a decision making that we have to means company A and company B is in the same business line, and the investor want to invest in that business line, so he will compare the financial statements, then only he will take the decision that in which company um, I have to invest. So it is comparable, verifiable. It is verifiable because it is signed by a public chartered accountant, means it is verified by a public chartered accountant. So it is a verifiable document. of the business, means the financial statement. It is a timely because the audit time is given to us, and understandable information makes the financial reports useful. Okay, it is a very useful documents of the business. Okay. Now the major gap standards and applications, means we will learn now the accounting standards in the gap what we are following. So अभी तक आपने जो अपन ने 3 टॉपिक्स देखे, उसमें अगर कोई डाउट होगा तो आप बता सकते हो, नहीं तो वी विल मूव फॉरवर्ड. ओके, नो डाउट. ओके. नाउ रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्निशन. अगर आपके पास कोई बुक पेन, मैं ये पीडीएफ शेयर कर दूंगी रिद्धि मैम को. अगर फिर भी अगर आपको लिखना है तो रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्निशन का एएस नंबर आप नोट डाउन कर सकते हो. फर्स्ट वी विल रन रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्निशन ASC 606. Revenue is recognized when control of goods and services passes to customer. See, revenue recognition ASC 606. The accounting standard ASC 606 means the revenue recognition. The name of this ASC 606 is revenue recognition. Is telling that the accounting main rule of this accounting standard is कि जैसे ही हम गुड्स देते हैं, मतलब अगर हमारे पास एक कस्टमर है, अब इफ अ कस्टमर कम टू अस एंड I have sold the goods, I have sold the goods to him, so I have made a bill and I have hand over to it. So on that time I have made a supply, and I have to recognize on that time in my books that I have made a sales. If then whatever the cash payment received or not, we have to recognize revenue. See, revenue is recognized when the control of goods and services passes to customer. When I will give a bill of supply to a customer, means I have given a control of goods and services to the customer. So I have to record that transaction that time only. Okay. It's a revenue recognition gives a 5-step model. The whole standard is based on 5-step model. Okay. See, first identify contract. What is the contract? Means I am taking purchase, I am giving sales, or I am taking any services, whatever. Identify first what is the contract between two parties. Okay. Identify the performance obligation. And means performance obligation, whatever the performance obligation means, I have to give goods, I have made a sale, so I have to give goods to the customer and I have to receive cash from the customer. See, performance obligation is दोनों पे होता है. परफॉर्मेंस ऑब्लिगेशन एक पे नहीं होता है. जैसे मैंने सेल किया तो परफॉर्मेंस ऑब्लिगेशन सामने वाले पे भी हो जाएगा जो कैश देने का, और मेरे पे हो जाएगा कि गुड्स देने का. व्हाट इज द परफॉर्मेंस ऑब्लिगेशन? ओके. देन डिटरमाइन प्राइस. इट विल बी टोल्ड बाय द ओनर, और अगर मैं परचेस कर रही हूँ तो सामने वाले पार्टी पे डिपेंड होगा. डिटरमाइन द प्राइस, और वॉट एवर द डिस्काउंट वी आर एक्सेप्टिंग or whatever the discount we are giving, after giving less, what it is a determined price. Okay. Then allocate price. See, allocate price depends on not every transaction has a allocate price steps, because see, I have taken 10 things from anybody and I have told that कि हाँ ये दे दीजिए मुझे, ये पूरे का बिल 150 हो गया करके. सो अब हमें अलोकेट करना पड़ेगा फिर उस हिसाब से प्राइस ऑन द स्टैंडर्डाइज प्राइस, मतलब एमआरपी से रिलेटेड हमको सब पे उसको अलोकेट करना पड़ेगा. लेकिन अगर आप सिर्फ एक ही चीज लेने आए होंगे और उसका प्राइस, तो उसकी जरूरत नहीं है हमें अलोकेट करने की. तो हर ट्रांजेक्शन में जरूरत नहीं होता है अलोकेट प्राइस करने का. सो इट इज अ रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्निशन की 4 स्टेप और 5 स्टेप मॉडल. ओके. देन रिकॉग्निशन आखिरी स्टेप है, रिकॉग्नाइज रेवेन्यू, कि हमने जब बिल ऑफ सप्लाई ट्रांसफर कर दिया तो मतलब डिटरमाइन प्राइस हो गई, अलोकेट प्राइस हो गई, और फिर हमने बिल हो गया उसका, तो हमें बुक्स में रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्निशन करना। ओके, रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्निशन ASC 606 समझा? इसमें कोई डाउट है आपको?
मैडम आपके
Yes.
पास कुछ यानी स्क्रीन वगैरह कुछ है, शेयर कर सकते हैं उसको?
स्क्रीन नहीं है, बस नोट्स है।
ठीक है, ओके देन फाइन।
हाँ। ओके, नाउ रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्निशन ASC में आपको कुछ डाउट होगा तो आप बताइए, नहीं तो हम मूव करते हैं दूसरे अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड पे।
मूव करेंगे मैडम,
ओके,
नो प्रॉब्लम।
now the second one is leases, ASC 842. Okay, all the leases longer than 12 months must be reported on balance sheet as a right of use assets and the lease liability. It is same, exactly same as Ind AS 106 leases. It gives the same rule as it is given in the Ind AS also. All the leases longer than 12 months must be reported on balance sheet as a right of use asset and lease liability. Previously, operating lease were off balance sheet. No, well, it is previously, but in Ind AS also and in GAAP also, whatever the operating means, अगर 12 मंथ से लेस होंगी तो वो अपनी ऑपरेटिंग लीज होती है और उसका एक पर्टिकुलर कैलकुलेशन होता है। सो कि हम ऑपरेटिंग लीज उसे कब मानते हैं, मतलब जो वैल्यू से अगर अपनी वैल्यू 10% ज्यादा होती है मार्केट वैल्यू से, अगर अपनी वैल्यू, तो वो फाइनेंशियल लीज हो जाती है, नहीं तो वो ऑपरेटिंग लीज रहती है। एक टेस्ट होता है वो। ये सेम है, ये इंड एस और जो गैप है उसमें वो सेम है। सो लीज ASC 842, ओके। All the leases longer than 12 months must be reported on off balance sheet। मैं एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ आपको कि राइट ऑफ यूज असेट और लीज लाइबिलिटी। सी, अगर हम कोई असेट लीज पे लेते हैं तो हमारे साथ एक असेट भी आती है कि वो हम यूज कर सकते हैं, राइट ऑफ यूज असेट, मतलब हमारे पास एक राइट भी आता है उसका, तो वो हमारी एक असेट भी हुई है। और लीज लाइबिलिटी है ही। तो वी विल टेक एन एग्जांपल। सी, आई हैव टेकन 5 years lease and I will pay 10,000 per month till 5 years. Then you know how to calculate the present value of the lease. Means I have taken 10%. Okay, so I will take 10% to 10,000 to 10%. 10,000 1 by 10%. I have to do 12 months. You know now how to calculate present value. Okay, I have taken a 5 years lease for 10,000 per month. So you know, I can consider that you all know how to calculate the basic value, present value of lease. Okay, so whatever the present value has arrived, and the market value of today, whatever the difference, it is a right of use asset. Okay, it will be the right of use asset and it will be transferred to lease liability. So in entry will be like this. See, RAU assets to lease liability. RAU assets will be shown in the balance sheet right side. RAU assets, it is an asset for us, and the lease liability will transfer to there. So lease liability, RAU assets to present value of lease liability, ऐसी एंट्री होती है। तो RAU assets का आपको कंसेप्ट समझा कि वो क्यों आता, वो आप डिटेल में पढ़ोगे। आज हम छोटे छोटी चीजें लेंगे कि उसमें क्या क्या चीजें होती है, बट लीज, अगर आपको सिर्फ पर्टिकुलर लीज पढ़ना है तो उसको कम से कम 10-12 दिन लगते हैं विद एग्जांपल्स। सो लीज बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है, लेकिन आप बेसिकली समझ जाइए कि RAU असेट्स और जो लीज लाइबिलिटी है वो एक कंसेप्ट, सिर्फ एक ही कंसेप्ट है जिसमें आप पूरा लीज समझ जाओगे। तो वो जब आप को समझ जाएगा लीजेस, बट इट इज सेम एज इंड एस एंड गैप, मतलब इंड एस में भी सेम कॉन्सेप्ट है और IFRS में भी सेम कॉन्सेप्ट. Okay, now the third one is financial instrument. Okay, financial instrument includes recognition, recognized finance classification, and the measurement of securities, derivatives, and hedging activities. Many must be reported at a fair value. Okay, see. Fair value means the present value of the goods. Say I have taken a derivative, means I have taken a derivative or I have taken a security from the market. Means I have taken a bond. Yes, bond. I have taken a bond or given a bond that I will give Ravi to, मतलब मैंने एक बॉन्ड दिया रवि को कि ठीक है आप, द बॉन्ड मीन्स अ डेट. ओके, यस. सो मैंने उसको दिया कि 10 लाख आप लो, मतलब 10 lakhs you take and for 5% rate of interest. So you know how to and for 10 years. Okay, so you know, everybody, you know that you know how to calculate the present value. So whatever the present value it will arrive, it will be our fair value. So we have to recognize the financial instrument at the fair value, means the present value of bond, securities, whatever we have taken from the market or whatever we have given to anybody, we have to recognize as at a fair value, means at a present value. Okay, so financial instrument, it is also a same concept in the index and the gap. It's nothing different in this also. Now inventory valuation, ASC 202. Okay, gap allows LIFO, FIFO, LIFO. Yes. Yes, gap allows every method, FIFO, LIFO, or weighted average. IFRS prohibits LIFO. Okay. Choice of method impacts profit and taxes. Okay. See, I have taken gap follows mostly in US accounting, all are following LIFO method. But in India, we are following FIFO. LIFO means last in, first out. Means whatever the stock have arrived in the last, we have to out that first. So the profitability has impacted. We will get the low profitability or whatever. It affects the profit because it all depends on the stock, closing stock. So it depends, it giving rise to differences in the profitability while following the inventory valuation. If we are following a LIFO FIFO method, there will be a difference. Okay, now the property, plant and equipment. This is the 5th accounting standard. Okay, property, plant and equipment record at cost, depreciated systematically. Company must test for impairment if assets lost value. Okay, I will tell you this. See, we have learned 4 accounting principle till now: revenue recognition, leases. Leases एक बहुत बड़ा concept है. रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्निशन एक बहुत बड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट है. लीजेस बहुत बड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट है. लेकिन हम आज शॉर्ट में पढ़ रहे हैं तो रेवेन्यू रिकॉग्निशन को आपका 5 स्टेप मॉडल है और वो कभी कभी 4 स्टेप में भी हो जाता है. तो ये हो जाता है लीजेस में एक RAU असेट्स और लीज लाइबिलिटी क्रिएट होती है. यह मैंने आपको शॉर्ट में बताया. उसके बाद फाइनेंशियल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, जो भी फाइनेंशियल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स मींस whatever the assets we are giving or whatever the assets we are taking, whatever the liability we are taking as an instruments, means secured loans, unsecured loans, whatever the loans and advances we have given to anybody, means bond, security, or deposits we have made, whatever, it will be calculated on the basis of financial instrument. Or 4th one is inventory valuation. The gap allows us every method, FIFO, LIFO, and weighted average. But FIFO is strictly prohibited in Index. Okay. Now the property, plant and equipment. Property, plant and equipment is same as Index. Okay, so it property, plant means whatever the machinery we have taken for our business, whatever the equipments we have taken, whatever the furnitures we are taking in our day-to-day life, which it is helping to us. Not it is an investment property. It should not be an investment property. It should be a equipment which will be used in the business. So no, the index will be applied to them. Sorry, ASC will apply to them for property, plant, and equipment, record at cost, depreciated systematically, and company must test. हाँ, yes, this point I have to note. See, अगर मेरी मशीनरी में कुछ खराबी आई तो हमें पता चल जाएगा कि ये इम्पेयर हुई है, मतलब ये इसकी जो वैल्यूएशन के हिसाब से इसका वैल्यूएशन कम होना चाहिए। मतलब जो अगर उसका टेस्ट रन कम आया या उसमें टाइम से पहले उसकी सर्विसिंग की जरूरत पड़ी, तो हमें पता चल जाना चाहिए कि ये मशीनरी में कुछ तो खराबी है। सो हम उसकी वैल्यूएशन लेंगे उस टाइम पे मार्केट के हिसाब से, और जो भी वैल्यू में लेस होगा वो हमारा प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस में चला जाएगा एज ए इम्पेयरमेंट लॉस। उसे इम्पेयरमेंट बोलते हैं इन एएस के हिसाब से, एएससी के हिसाब से। देखो हमने अभी 5 इंडेक्स मतलब एएससी पढ़े हैं। अगर आपको कुछ डाउट होगा तो आप बताइए। Please, anybody? Okay. Okay, now we will move to
Sorry, Riya. I
other.
just had one question.
Yes.
Can you please just brief the difference of valuation method for inventory as in India as or in US?
Yes, valuation method.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. See the difference between when the index that which is strictly prohibited, the LIFO method means first in first out. Sorry, last in first out. But in the gap it is allowed, means FIFO is also allowed, means first in first out. LIFO is also allowed, last in last out. And weighted average means I will teach you 3 system, but in India only FIFO and weighted average is allowed, and in gap we can follow 3 system. 3 system we can follow, means LIFO, FIFO, and weighted average. I will teach you. Okay. See, I have taken goods on 3 system. Okay, I will share the screen. Okay. Screen is visible?
Yeah.
See, we will learn from this. See, the LIFO, FIFO, and weighted average. It is basically the calculation of closing stock we are maintaining. Okay. So closing calculation of closing stock we have to do by LIFO, FIFO, and so this is LIFO. No, first I will give an example. Example. Purchase goods at the rate 150, मतलब at the rate 150 quantity quantity at rupees 100. Okay. Now at the rate 120 quantity at rupees 95. Okay. Now at the rate purchase 150 quantity at rupees 105. Okay. Now we have the sold goods. Okay. Sold goods full year. Full year in full year 300 quantities I have sold. Okay, 300. So in FIFO. Okay, in FIFO, what we are doing? See, FIFO is the first in, first out. Okay, so I have purchased this first. Can I write here date? Okay, you will get. Okay, so this we have to first purchase. So I have sold 300 quantities. Okay, so 150 it is less gone through this. Okay, means first in first out, means it is went 150 it went. Now it depends 120 150 और हमने अभी और सोल्ड किया है तो इसमें से 120 और चला गया तो ये हमारा सोल्ड हो गया ये हमारा सोल्ड हो गया ओके नाउ अभी 270 हो गए मतलब 30 बचे तो 130 बचे हाँ 130 और हमें 30 और सेल करना है मतलब हमारे अभी कितने बचे हैं 100 स्टॉक बचे हैं और हमारा वैल्यूएशन क्या होगा एट द रेट 105 मीन्स फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट मतलब हमारा ये फर्स्ट आया था ये फर्स्ट चला गया फिर 120 चला गया लेकिन अभी 300 है तो 270 तो इसमें से और कितने स्टॉक चले गए हमारे 30 सॉरी तो अपना 120 बचे हुए हैं अभी भी तो हमारा क्लोजिंग स्टॉक का वैल्यूएशन हो जाएगा 105 इंटू 120 ओके ये लिफो मेथड है अब हम आएंगे सॉरी फीफो मेथड है अभी हम आएंगे लिफो पे अभी लिफो पे क्या करना पड़ेगा मालूम है आपको ऊपर नीचे से चालू करना पड़ेगा लास्ट इन लास्ट आउट लास्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट मतलब लास्ट वाली जो सेल हुई जो परचेस हुई है जो मतलब हमारे इनटेक हुआ है वो हमें फर्स्ट आउट करना पड़ेगा 150 पहले यहाँ से आउट हो जाएगा फिर 120 यहाँ से आउट हो जाएगा मतलब 270 अभी हमने सेल किया है और इसमें से हमें कितना सेल करना पड़ेगा 30 तो अपने पास कितना बचा स्टॉक कितना बचा 120 बचा लेकिन अब क्या हो गया लास्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट है तो हमारे लास्ट वाले गुड्स पहले सेल हो गए और अभी हमारे 100 रुपए वाले जो लिया है वो बचा है तो इसका वैल्यूएशन हमारा चेंज हो गया ये देखो समझा अब हमारा आएगा वेटेड एवरेज वेटेड एवरेज में होता है कि वेट निकालना जैसे 100 प्लस 95 प्लस 105 ये हो गए हमारे रेट्स के वैल्यू 300 डिवाइडेड बाय weighted average हाँ yes okay 150 into full value of the stock plus 120 into 95 plus 150 into 105 divided by क्वांटिटी कितनी है अपनी कैलकुलेटर 300 प्लस 120 तो 420 ओके सी सी ये 100 एवरेज कॉस्ट आई, वेटेड एवरेज आई, और हमारा गुड्स कितने परचेज किया हमने 420 माइनस कितना बचे, कितने सोल्ड किए 120, सो दिस इनटू ये जो हमारी वैल्यू आई वेटेड एवरेज इसको बोलते हैं कि सो ये हमारी क्लोजिंग स्टॉक्स की वैल्यू चेंज होती है बाय अप्लाइंग लिफो फिफो और वेटेड एवरेज। समझा आपको ये?
Yes, got it. Thanks.
Now we will move, okay, we will take 5 minutes break, then we will carry on, okay? Okay, I will come to 6:5, yes, yes. Okay. Ready? Ready, everybody? Okay. Okay. Okay, ready? Now we have learned 5 accounting standards related to GAAP, and now we will proceed further. Intangible assets and goodwill. Okay. Intangible recorded. Intangible means it is not visible to our eyes, means goodwill, patents, trademark. If a company want to sold out, so it will calculate his own goodwill. Means uh, uh, the name of the company means the goodwill, trademark or the patent means whatever you have a copyright on the products, or whatever you have a patent on any product, they are the intangible assets. So it gives the gap gives a accounting standards how to calculate or how to present intangible assets in the balance sheet. Okay, intangible recorded if purchased, goodwill arising during the acquisition and is tested annually for impairment. See, intangible assets हम लोग तभी बैलेंस में डाल सकते हैं एज अकॉर्डिंग टू द गैप जब वो हमने परचेज की हुई है. जैसे अभी मैंने एक बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया है, स्टार्टिंग मीन्स आई हैव स्टार्टेड अ बिजनेस, सो देयर इज नो गुडविल, देयर इज एनी नथिंग, so I can't record any goodwill in the balance sheet. And if I purchased any business, I have merged any business with any business I have merged, so whatever his goodwill, I can write in the balance sheet. Okay, I cannot write in starting if I am starting a business. So it is a internally developed goodwill what I'm developing in year by year, so I cannot mention that in the goodwill. Okay, if I am purchasing any patent, any products with the patent or any copyright I am purchasing, so it will be mentioned, it can be mentioned. So with goodwill also, I am purchasing any business, means running business I am purchasing, so with the running business the goodwill will arise to us, and that I can mention. And if there is any something, say the business is downfalling or something, I'm seeing that the goodwill has impaired, means the goodwill is giving me a worsen effect in my business, so I have to impair or I have to calculate my goodwill according to the market price, and I have to impair annually. Okay. Now the seventh accounting standard is a provision, consistency, liability. See, the bad debt provision means I know the debtor will not give, so it is a bad debt provisions we are creating in the balance sheet. You know that. Yes, you have joined. You can get recorded lectures from Riddhi ma'am. Okay. So we will continue with the flow, and the whatever you have missed, please see the recorded session. And the provision, contingency and liabilities. Whatever the provisions and liabilities, all we know that how to calculate or how to present the liability in the balance sheet, but the provision and the contingency means this event occurred or not, means contingency, ये event occur होगा कि नहीं होगा. जैसे आग वाला इवेंट समझ लो आप, कि हमारे फर्म में आग लगेगी कि नहीं लगेगी, ये कंटिंजेंसी है. सो ये हमें मतलब रिकॉर्ड करने की जरूरत नहीं होती. बट प्रोविजन जो होता है, द प्रोविजन मीन्स ऑब्लिगेशन, प्रोबेबल एंड मेजरेबल, मतलब वो एक प्रोबेबल होना चाहिए कि हाँ ये बैड डेट हमारा, मतलब हमें है इनके बिजनेस में कुछ लॉस हुआ है, तो हमें प्रोविजन क्रिएट करके रखना पड़ेगा, हमारे पास शायद से इनका पेमेंट नहीं आएगा, सो वी हैव टू क्रिएट द प्रोविजन फॉर बैड डेट, सो इट शुड बी प्रोबेबल एंड इट शुड बी मेजरेबल, सो एट द टाइम ऑफ इफ अनसर्टेन, मतलब अनसर्टेन है, हम श्योर नहीं है उसके लिए, प्रोबेबल नहीं है, अनसर्टेन है, so we have to disclose in the notes, not we have to create any provisions, we have to only disclose in the notes, we have to not create any provision, so it should be probable and measurable. GAAP give us the accounting standards on provision and contingency, which gives that we have to record any contingency and provisions which is probable and measurable. If any uncertainty occur, so we have to disclose in the notes. We have to not necessarily we have to create any amount of provision or contingency. Okay. Now the third one is equity and earning per share. How to calculate equity and earning per share? Means earning per share, EPS. Any investors is investing in any EPS, means after seeing the EPS of the company, means earning per share. I have 1 lakh shares in my company and 2 lakh income. Profitability after giving everybody, investors, interest on bond, everybody, what at the end whatever that we have, means profit for distributing to equity shareholder, see that is 2 lakh, means income after distributing interest, tax, um, provident fund, dividend, what at the end, whatever the surplus we have having, that is the earning earning after all these things. So that is 2 lakh. So 2 lakh divided by 1 lakh, number of shares, means earning of company divided by number of shares, it will be EPS. मतलब EPS का फॉर्मूला है कि what earning जो भी बची है वो divided by number of shares. So 2 lakh divided by 1 lakh means the EPS of our company is 2 lakh, 2 per share. और अगर अब वही सेम कंपनी, सेम लाइन वाली बिजनेस, कोई और कंपनी सेम लाइन में है और उसका अगर EPS 3 होगा, तो फिर basic and diluted EPS to show profitability per share. Diluted means होता है जैसे हमने in the year हमने वो एम्प्लॉय पर शेयर इशू कर दिया या बोनस शेयर इशू कर दिए, तो हमारा जो EPS होगा, अर्निंग तो बढ़ेंगी नहीं क्योंकि हमने तो बोनस ऐसे ही दे दिया, एम्प्लॉय शेयर्स भी हम ऐसे ही दे देते फ्री में कि ये काम हमने अच्छा किया, तो हमें पैसे नहीं आए हैं उनके, बट हमने उनको शेयर इशू कर दिया, तो उसका ये मतलब होता है कि हमने डाइल्यूट कर दिया हमारा EPS। मतलब हमारे देखो जैसे अभी 2 लाख है और हमने 1 लाख मेरे शेयर्स थे हमारा प्रीवियस एग्जांपल के हिसाब से, तो 1 लाख पहले के शेयर हो गया, अब उससे मेरा EPS कम हो गया, मतलब डाइल्यूट हो गया। So we have to calculate both basic EPS and diluted EPS to show the profitability per share. Okay. Now, cash flow statement. We have learned that required to present cash flow under operating, investing, and financing. Gaps allow both direct and indirect method. Indirect is more common. Okay, in India also the indirect method is more common. Indirect method means we have to take the cash flow from the balance sheets, and indirect method we are taking cash flows from bank statements directly, means whatever we have made a purchase, whatever we have made a sales, whatever we have made a indirect expenses, whatever we have made expenses for financial for investing purpose, means machinery or anything, or whatever we have made a financing activity through bank account or through cash, that is a direct method. Indirect methods we have to compare the items from the previous year, that what are the increasing, what are जैसे सैलरी क्रेडिटर्स हमारे बड़े और सैलरी क्रेडिटर्स हमारे पिछले साल के कम है, जैसे 100 है और इस बार 120 हो गए, मतलब हमने 20 रुपीज हमने अभी तक दिया नहीं और बढ़ाया है, तो वो हमारा 20 रुपीज एड हो जाए। ओके, सो इनडायरेक्ट मेथड इज मोर कॉमन इन द गैप। सी ये एक एक इंडेक्स आपको ना 2-2 दिन के हैं, मतलब पर्टिकुलर एक एक जो इंडेक्स अगर हम पढ़ने बैठेंगे ना विद एग्जांपल, तो ये 2-2 दिन के हैं। लेकिन आज वेबिनार है, ये कैसे वर्क करता है, क्या डिफरेंसेस है, सिर्फ इतना ही मुझे बताना मतलब है। अगर हम एक एक लेके बैठेंगे टॉपिक, तो उस बहुत वास्ट है फिर, मतलब हमें हमारी इंडेक्स मतलब फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग करके एक सब्जेक्ट होता है, वो हमें 4-4 महीने लग जाते हैं खत्म करने को। तो ये बहुत वास्ट है। लेकिन आज हम वेबिनार में हम सिर्फ हमको इतना पढ़ना है कि यूएस अकाउंटिंग क्या होता है, गैप क्या होता है, गैप क्या क्या देता है, बेसिक चीजें क्या होती है, तो हम लोग सिर्फ बेसिक तक ही रख रहे हैं। डीप में जाएंगे तो वो बहुत, फिर आपको एक क्लास ही लेनी पड़ेगी फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग करके, तो उसमें आप पूरा पढ़ पाओगे। लेकिन हम आज एक दो चीजें ही देख पा रहे हैं। फिर आता है इनकम कैश फ्लो हो गया, फिर उसके बाद आता है इनकम टैक्सेस। इनकम टैक्सेस में होता है इसमें ना वो होता है जैसे इनकम टैक्स में आपको बताती हूँ मैं, पब्लिक कंपनी होती है और अपनी इनकम टैक्स रूल्स होते हैं, इन कंपनीज रूल्स होते हैं और इनकम टैक्स रूल्स। यूएस अकाउंटिंग ऑल्सो फॉलोज अ कंपनी रूल्स एंड इनकम टैक्स फॉलोज इनकम टैक्स रूल्स फ्रॉम द यूएस गवर्नमेंट। So there are different rules. See, income tax will tell कि जब हमारी कैश आएंगी तभी इनकम रिकॉग्नाइज करो, और कंपनी रूल्स तो हमने अभी पढ़ा कि एक्रुअल बेसिस पे। सो इससे हमारी इनकम में इफेक्ट होगा, इस इनकम से इफेक्ट होगा तो टैक्स में इफेक्ट होगा, तो उसके वजह से हमारी बैलेंस शीट पे इफेक्ट होगा कि हमने अभी टैक्स कम दिया, हमने अभी टैक्स ज्यादा दिया, तो उससे एक डेफर टैक्स लाइबिलिटी या डेफर टैक्स असेट क्रिएट होती है। So, income tax asset C requires recognition like deferred tax assets and liability for timing differences. C, accrual basis and cash basis, nothing different. Means we have to recognize income, but in which financial year? There is only a timing difference which give rises to a deferred tax assets and deferred tax liability. Okay, this is the income tax accounting standards which give recognition of deferred tax assets and liability in the balance sheet. Pension and employee benefits. ASC, yes, income tax ASC 740. Pension and employee benefit ASC 715. Okay, pension, employee benefits. Obligation, pensions and employee benefits. Employee benefits means bonus shares we are issuing to employees, gratuity, and whatever the things we are giving to employees as a gesture of work, or as a bonuses, or as a something whatever you know that what things we are giving to employees. There is one rule for ASC 715. Obligation must be recognized when earned, even if cash is paid later. See, I have declared today this employees are doing well, and I will give him a bonus in 5 to 6 months. But I am declaring, I am creating an obligation today, so I have to recognize today in the balance sheet that I have created a liability that I will pay some cash or some things to employee. So I will create an obligation today. So see, obligation must be recognized when earned, even if cash is paid later. Now, the business combination ASC 805. It is the last and main topic of accounting standards given by the GAAP. ASC 805. It is a very vast accounting standard with business combination, same as Indes. See, business combination is giving a accounting rules and principle for merger, acquisition, means two company is merging, one company is acquiring other company. Whatever the accounting concept means, cooling off period, whatever the cooling off period is there, whatever the accounting rules and principle need for merger and acquiring company. So we have to follow ASC 805. Acquisition must be recorded at fair value. It should be recorded at a fair value. Consolidation, yes, consolidation means I have three company, means one's primary, then second subsidiary and other. So acquisition must be recorded fair value. Consolidation require combining parent subsidiary accounts and into one report. See, I have one my parent company, then there are 5 to 6 subsidiary company in other states or in same states. So I have to combine all the accounts in one report. So all the rules are given in the ASC 805. So any rule, any doubt till now? उसके बाद अब ज्यादा बचा नहीं है अपना, मतलब अब सिर्फ फ्रेमवर्क, रेगुलेटरी इन्वायरमेंट ये सभी बचा है. इसमें अगर डाउट है, इसमें डाउट आ सकता है. बाकी अपना थ्योरी पार्ट ही बचा है. कोई डाउट होगा तो आप प्लीज बताइए. नो डाउट.
Carry on, madam. ये मटेरियल बाद में भी मिल जाएगा ना हमारे को भी
हाँ,
पीडीएफ में.
मैं दे दूंगी रिद्धि मैम को.
Okay.
फिर आप रिद्धि मैम से प्लीज कैरी ऑन मतलब ले लेना.
ओके.
Okay, now we have completed US accounting and US GAAP and whatever the rules are given by the gaps and some accounting standards. There are some more, but these basic accounting standards are जो हमने अभी पढ़े हैं, मतलब जो जो अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स मैंने बताए वो मोस्टली यूज होते हैं. थोड़े बहुत और है लेकिन वो ज्यादा यूज नहीं होते, मतलब ज्यादा ये सब यूज होते हैं. जैसे सेगमेंट रिपोर्टिंग एक है और एक दो और है. मुझे भी यूएस अकाउंटिंग के याद नहीं आ रहे अभी, लेकिन ये ज्यादा यूज होते हैं जो हमने अभी पढ़े. अब हमारे कंप्लायंसेस बात कि हम क्या क्या कंप्लायंसेस करने पड़ते हैं यूएस अकाउंटिंग और गैप में. अकाउंटिंग कंप्लायंसेस एंड रेगुलेटरी फ्रेम इन्वायरमेंट. Role of SEC means role of Security and Exchange Commission. वो 4 बॉडी में से एक. Role of SEC protects investors by requiring transparent, accurate, comparable and financial reporting information from public company. वही चीज है कि हमें 4 चीजों का ध्यान रखना है. ट्रांसपेरेंट, एक्यूरेट, कंपेरेबल एंड मतलब ये 3 चीज. और हमें ये पब्लिक कंपनीज के लिए SEC जो है वो सिर्फ पब्लिक कंपनीज के लिए है. उसके बाद रेगुलेटरी इन्वायरमेंट, अकाउंटिंग कंप्लायंसेस, Sarbanes-Oxley एक्ट 2002, ये हमें अकाउंटिंग करते हुए हमें ये एक्ट को ध्यान रखना पड़ता है, क्योंकि सारे जो रूल्स आते हैं वो इनसे ही अप्रूव होके आते हैं. इंट्रोड्यूस्ड आफ्टर एनरोल स्कैंडल, आफ्टर कोई स्कैंडल हुआ होगा, एनरोल स्कैंडल. Requires management to certify reports, strengthen internal control and penalize fraud. Means अगर अकाउंटेंट या सर्टिफाइड पब्लिक अकाउंटेंट ये एक्ट को फॉलो नहीं करते हैं तो उनको पिनलाइज फ्रॉड होता है. और जो एक्ट होता है वो हमें इंटरनल कंट्रोल स्ट्रेंथन करना, सर्टिफाइड रिपोर्ट्स वगैरह के लिए हेल्प होता है. ICFR, Internal Control Financial Reporting, designed to ensure the reliability of reporting, compliances with law, safeguarding assets. Auditor must test internal control during the financial reporting. ओके. सी, अभी हम लोग पहले इसमें कौन से बोर्ड्स आते हैं, कौन से बोर्ड्स का काम होता है अकाउंटिंग कंप्लायंसेस देने में. तो वो पहले हम बोर्ड्स देख रहे हैं. पहले हमने देखा रोल ऑफ SCC इन द कंप्लायंस, इन अकाउंटिंग कंप्लायंसेस. देन उसके बाद हमने देखा सर्वेंट-ऑक्सिल एक्ट. अगर कोई भी अकाउंटिंग, अगर कुछ भी अगर दिक्कत हुई है तो वो थ्रू एक्ट के थ्रू मेजर होता है. वो होता है SOX एक्ट 2002. वो हमें करता है रिक्वायर्स मैनेजमेंट टू सर्टिफाइड रिपोर्ट, स्ट्रेंथन इंटरनल कंट्रोल एंड पेनलाइज फ्रॉड. फिर इंटरनल कंट्रोल, ICFR, इंटरनल कंट्रोल, जो हमारी कंपनी में इंटरनल कंट्रोल्स है वो देखने के लिए, डिजाइन टू एंश्योर द रिलायबिलिटी ऑफ रिपोर्टिंग, कंप्लायंसेस विथ लॉस एंड सेफगार्डिंग असेट्स. ओके. ऑडिट एंड PCAOB जो हमने देखा था ऑडिट के लिए पहले, इसमें PCAOB sets auditing standards for public firms and regularly inspects audit firms. Okay, auditing standards issue करते हैं for public firms and ये. Now ICPA, Code of Conduct, requires CPAs to maintain independence, objectivity and integrity and confidentiality. I told ना कि CPA कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी, अकाउंटेंट जो होता है, अकाउंटेंट और सर्टिफाइड पब्लिक अकाउंटेंट, ये जो होते हैं वो हमें वो करते हैं, मतलब इंडिपेंडेंस, उनका इंडिपेंडेंस होना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर वो ओनर पे से, इंडिपेंडेंस का मतलब होता है कि उनसे कोई रिलेशन नहीं होना चाहिए. तो वो उन जो ओपिनियन देते हैं फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट से वो उस पर इफेक्ट होता है. इसलिए उस पर कोई वो नहीं होना चाहिए, इंडिपेंडेंस नहीं होना चाहिए, इंटीग्रिटी होनी चाहिए और कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी होनी चाहिए. जो ओनर हमें बताता है, जो ऑडिटर को वो चीजें बताता है, जो चीजें वो ट्रस्ट करके बताता है, वो मतलब जो ऑडिटर होता है वो मार्केट में वो चीज नहीं बतानी चाहिए, वो कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी होनी चाहिए. ओके. नाउ सी, हमने 4 चीजें देखी, वो सेम है. SCC, PCOB क्या करता है, ICPA क्या करता है, लेकिन 2 चीजें नहीं देखी, एक एक्ट SOX एक्ट और इंटरनल कंट्रोल ICFR, ये होता है बॉडीज. फिर हमने देखा कि SCC की फाइलिंग्स क्या क्या होती है. 10K एनुअल रिटर्न, 10Q क्वार्टरली रिपोर्ट, ओके, 8K इवेंट ड्रिवन रिपोर्ट. इवेंट ड्राइवन मतलब वही मटेरियल रिपोर्ट, मतलब वॉट एवर द मटेरियलिटी इवेंट्स ऑकर्ड इन द फाइनेंशियल ईयर वी हैव टू रिपोर्ट. इफ एनी material statement has not occurred, it is optional. Proxy statement, governance and shareholders matter, not it's our matter, accountant and accounting and auditor matter. So let it be this topic. Disclosure requirement. Yes, everything, every single thing you know while doing accounting or while doing auditing, you have to report or you have to disclose in the financial statements. The related party transaction, the depreciation method, the cost method, the inventory valuation method, whatever the single method you know you are following, you have to disclose in the financial statement. Okay, now These are the report accounting compliances and regulatory environment. Means, see, regulatory things, we know that there are 5 things we have to take care of the bodies. Then there are 3 to 4 statements we have to file through SEC. Means SEC. In India, MCA is there, and in US, SEC is there. Security Commission Exchange Board. Now, tell me any doubt till now? Please let me know. Okay. Now we will learn the difference between GAAP and IFRS. Everybody see 6 differences are there. You will learn. Who asked me? Yes, Ravi, you have asked me for the differences. We will learn now. The GAAP is rule based. IFRS is principle based. Okay, means the rules are given by FASB, not the principle they are sharing with us. So it is a rule based. IFRS is a principle based. Yes, please remember this thing. Both revenue are based on control. IFRS gives more discretion. Yes. The revenue and the expenses are recorded on control transfer. We have learned in the accountant standard ASC 606 revenue recognition that we have to recognize revenue when the control is transferred. But in IFRS, it gives a more discretion. You will learn the revenue recognition in Indes. You will learn more. It is a vast concept in the in IFRS. Means the revenue is not recognized on transfer of control. There are many more things in Indes. So in GAAP, it is recognized based on control transfer. Okay, leases after. Yes, for in Indies, there was not a concept of right of use asset or lease liability. There is a in only GAAP there is a concept of right of use asset and lease liability. But in 2018, yes, in 2018, Indies took the concept of GAAP. So now from 2018, we are following we are following the REU and see right of use asset and the lease liability asset. Okay, so did you get? We have taken the accounting standard of lease in the IFRS, but the difference was there is nothing a concept of right of use asset and lease liability in Indes, but there was a concept of GAAP. There was a concept of REU assets and lease liability in GAAP. But we have taken the accounting standards of GAAP in lease also. So now there is no little bit different in leases. Okay, but there before 2018 there was a difference. Inventory. See, inventory I have told you there is LIFO is allowed by GAAP, not in Indies. We cannot. LIFO is banned, full ban. Now in IFRS, see, I'm research and development cost of any product. Okay, I'm creating any product, so I have made a research. So whatever the cost, I have made a development. Whatever the cost, it will be capitalized in the value of the asset. Okay, research cost, development cost, whatever it is, it will be capitalized in the value of the asset in Indies. but GAAP expenses immediately. It should be charged in the profit and loss, but it will be capitalized. In India, it is capitalized, so it will be shown in the balance sheet. But in the GAAP, we cannot capitalize the development cost. We have to recognize in the profit and loss statements, means we have to treat that development cost as an expenses. Okay, now fair value. IFRS emphasis fair value. GAAP gives more conservatives on the fair value, means the recognition principle of fair value means in Indies the fair value, whatever the price in the market, it is our fair value. But in GAAP, whatever the price in the market, it is not our fair value. It gives a some calculation method while calculating the fair value of any assets we are taking in the instrument, financial instrument, property, plant and equipment. Wherever we have learned that we have to take the fair value, so there is some rules while calculating the fair value in the GAAP. Okay, these are the basic six difference. Any doubt in this? Yeah, please tell me. Any doubt? Oh, are you listening or not?
Listening, madam.
Okay. See, this other than that, GAP has given some special accounting rules for special entities. Okay, means these are the accounting standards for in the day-to-day business, like a stationery or a shop, or but there are some special accounting rules given for the special entities. We will learn that. See, industry specific accounting means first it will come to banking. There is a specific rules for the banking, special standards for loan losses, credit risk, and interest income is given by GAAP. So we have to follow that specific rules while doing banking accounting. Okay, so accountant or auditor have to read that specific rule or special rules given by the GAAP for banking. Real estate and construction business. Long-term contracts often use percentage of completion method. It is given in the revenue recognition, but there is something change. So it is given in the special rules for the specific entities. So specific entities, banking, real estates and construction company. Now the third one is insurance company. Yes, it is a basically same as banking company. So the not same, but the concept is same. That's banking company, insurance company. So specific rule is given for the insurance company, requires recognition of premium revenue and liability reserves for claim. Now the non-profit organization. Non-profit organization is also a special entity. So the specific rule is given, uses fund accounting, focus on donor restrictions and accountability. Okay. Now government entity, modified non-profit organization is also a means trust, and schools all are going in they are registering as a non-profit organization. And now the government is also a non-profit organization. So modified accrual basis, emphasis budget compliances and accountability over profit. So these are the 5 special entity. Special rules are given for these special entities in the gap. Nothing is given in the IFRS. So there is a little bit difference. So it is a specific rules are given for special entities. Now let me know, please, any doubt till now. Hello, please let me know.
Yeah, can you give me a little more example on this?
On which
The recent one which you just taught of.
no, they are not examples. They are 5 different entities. Only 5 specific rules are given for 5 specific entity. Other rules are not given to you. So these are not etc. It's a 5. Means the 5 specific rules are given for 5 specific organization, and all are mentioned in this list. Means real estate, insurance, non-profit organization, government, and banking. So it's not we cannot give other examples. The 5 are main, and 5 specific rules are given in the gap. Okay.
Okay.
Now compliances in practice. Yes. Now compliances in practice, policy and procedure. See, compliances in practice. What compliance we have to taken in day-to-day life or in yearly audit, in yearly accounting, we have to follow this. Policy and procedure. Written rules ensure consistency, accuracy, and adherence to GAAP. Policy and procedure. Written rules ensure consistency. We have to learn this, that we have to follow, we have to uh, remind 3 things, means consistency, accuracy, and adherence to GAAP. Okay. Then internal audit, independent team check of effectiveness of controls and compliances. See, compliances in practice, policy and procedures, whatever given by the GAAP, we have to follow in our day-to-day accounting. Policy and procedure, internal audit, we have to taken care of internal audit taken by another independent firm, a firm of CPA. External audit means what in yearly, whatever what the audit, internal audit can be done quarterly, half yearly, or full year. But external audit is done by yearly only. Documentations and record keeping, essentials of compliances एंड टैक्स रिक्वायरमेंट, मतलब रिकॉर्ड कीपिंग क्यों होता है जरूरी, क्योंकि इसेंशियल फॉर कंप्लायंसेस, मतलब रजिस्ट्रार जो होता है, एसईसी जो होता है, उनके पास हमारे कंपनीज के डॉक्यूमेंट्स होना बहुत जरूरी है और टैक्स रिक्वायरमेंट के लिए. SOX Act to section 6404, management must assess internal control and auditor must assess to their effectiveness. See, compliances in practice told that what compliances we have to do yearly. So policy and procedure, internal audit, external audit. These are the basic things. Now the 4th one is documentations and record keeping. This is also a basic thing. No, means yes, this is the basic thing. Okay. Now SOX section, management must access internal control, means the internal team should taken care of internal control, and for internal audit we have to appoint other auditor like independent team, but internal control must be followed by the management in our company, and auditor must assess to their effectiveness. And challenge, frequently update frequent updates to standards globalization, technology risk, and increasing disclosure requirements. See, challenges we are facing in day to day should be disclosed in the financial reporting. Means this in the market, this is change. That's why our productivity is less, or productivity is less. Whatever the technology, whatever the risk is we are facing, we have to disclose in the financial statement. We have to comply these 6 things in our day to day financial reporting in the gap. Means gap will tell us the compliances we have to follow. Means policy and procedure, internal audit, external audit, bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is also basic concept. Yes, we have to record all the transactions. As well as sections told that the management access internal control or keep the watch on internal control. It is not the work of auditor. Work of auditor is must check the effectiveness of internal control only, the consistency and the effectiveness of the internal control. It is not work of auditor to maintain the internal control in day to day life. It is the work of management. And the challenges, frequent updates to standards we are facing, we have to disclose, globalization, technology risk, and increasing disclosure requirement. Okay, so for this, the disclosure requirements will be increased. Now, any doubt in this? Okay, now the last topic, eighth topic, is emerging trends. See, in in whole global, see, the gap is a generally accepted accounting policies, but they are taking, or they are taking the references they are taking from the global accounting standards. Okay, so global accounting standard is changing every day. Means we have to taken care every day that what things we have to change in the gap, whatever we have to. So emerging trends, what are the emerging trends we have to taken care of? So emerging ESG reporting is investor depends demands data on environmental, social, governance metric, is moving towards mandating disclosures. Okay, see, AI risk means in US accounting, AI have done means fully automation. We have to not, but there are some risks while doing AI accounting. So we have to taken care of AI in account used for automation, reconciliation, fraud detection, compliances monitoring. But there are some risks while following AI in accounting. Cyber security, that means requires disclosure of material cyber incidents. Means whatever we have faced in day-to-day life, the cyber incidents, we have to disclose that. SAB update, frequent change in lease accounting. I have told that this is the global accepted, globally references we are taken in the gap. So the changes in the accounting standards, it should be done frequently. Then there will be मतलब वो अकाउंटिंग जो हम कर रहे हैं वो सही रहेगी. अगर वो फ्रिक्वेंटली चेंज नहीं होंगी हमारे ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड्स के हिसाब से, तो फिर वो लैग होगा. मतलब पूरे अकाउंट, मतलब पूरे ग्लोबल से वो हमारे इसमें लैग होगा. क्लाइमेट रूल्स, मैंडेट डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ ग्रीन हाउस गैस इमिशन है. यस, दिस इज द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट. सी, अभी हम लोग जो इंडस्ट्रीज वगैरह काम कर रही है उसमें अगर अगर 100 कार्बन इमिशन है और उसके ऊपर 120 हो रहे हैं, तो हमें 20 रुपीज की पेनाल्टी भरनी पड़ती है. तो इसका जो कैलकुलेशन है, जो पेनाल्टी है, वो हमें पहले से ही कैलकुलेट करके रखना पड़ेगा कि हमारी लाइबिलिटी इंक्रीज होने वाली, तो हमें पहले से उसको कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. सो दैट इज अ क्लाइमेट रूल्स. एससीसी प्रपोजिंग मैंडेटरी डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ ग्रीन हाउस गैस इमिशन. अगर गैस का इमिशन हमारे रूल्स के ज्यादा हो रहा है, एससीसी जो रूल्स है उससे ज्यादा हो रहा है, तो हमें हमारे बुक्स में डिस्क्लोज करना पड़ेगा. Okay, I will keep an example on this emerging trends के ऊपर. See emerging trends. Example, companies now report substantial metric along with the financials to attract ESG investor like carbon footprints means बहुत सारी companies उनके financial records में mention करती है कि हमने ऐसा प्रोडक्ट बनाया जिससे हमारा कार्बन इमिशन कम है, हमारा मतलब हम लोग बायोगैस प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, नॉट रादर देन पॉल्यूशन फैला रहे हैं, तो उससे भी इन्वेस्टर्स अट्रैक्ट होते हैं, तो ये भी हमें ध्यान रखना चाहिए. माइक्रोसॉफ्ट डिस्क्लेयर्स बोथ फाइनेंशियल एंड क्लाइमेट रिस्क टू कंप्लाई विद एसएससी ग्रोइंग फोकस ऑन ईएसजी रिपोर्टिंग, मतलब ईएसजी ट्रेंड्स. ओके, ये हमारे सारे रूल्स थे. यूएस अकाउंटिंग कंप्लायंसेस, क्या क्या कंप्लायंसेस होते हैं, यूएस गैप में कौन से अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स है, क्या फर्क है. तो ये हमारा पूरा ब्रीफ ऑन यूएस अकाउंटिंग एंड कंप्लायंसेस ऑफ गैप. अगर हमें आपको ब्रीफ पढ़ना है तो आप वैसे सर से बात कीजिए, क्योंकि इट्स नॉट इजी टू कवर फुल फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग इन 2 or 230 hours. सो अगर आपको कुछ डाउट होगा तो आप मुझे बताइए, नहीं तो और अगर अभी भी डाउट नहीं है, बाद में डाउट आएगा, 1-2 दिन से बाद से डाउट है, तो प्लीज टेक माय कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर फ्रॉम रिद्धि एंड कॉन्टैक्ट मी. If I want to build career in engineering. Yes. The basic step is US accounting. So you have to you should have a knowledge of US accounting. If I am doing a income tax in my India, so I should have a knowledge of accounting. The basic first step is accounting. You can't move directly to the taxation part. Okay, please let me know any doubt so we can conclude now.
Sir, madam, you only take QuickBook classes also?
No, I am not taking the books. Umesh sir is
Okay.
taking. Institute provide after training completion. Yes, I have. I don't have a idea of US. I can give an idea of Indian accounting. Sorry, Indian placements. I cannot give, but there are many sources on LinkedIn or that you can get the placements from that of US accounting, because there is lot scope of US accounting and US taxation.
Madam, Umesh sir will support for placement also. He will
Yes,
post
yes,
links.
yes. He is supporting that for that. Okay. Now please take care and any doubt, please take the contact number from Riddhi ma'am. And whenever any doubt, please let me know and call anytime. Okay. I'm there for you.
You share now itself, madam.
What?
Number, if any. You can share now itself also. Text your number.
Okay, yes. I will write here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now then, okay, bye bye, take care.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.